All parents need to watch this. Police Scarlet #AfricanFolkTales #parenting #AfricanStory. In a lively compound deep in the heart of Lagos, two women, Mama Ella and Mama Peter, live side by side. Though they raised their children differently, they were the best of friends. Mama Ella was strict, valuing discipline and structure, while Mama Peter was laid back, rarely raising her voice. Both women worked hard as traders, spending most of their days at the market. This meant their children, Ella and Peter, often had the compound to themselves. At 12 years old, Ella and Peter were inseparable, doing homework, sharing secrets, and filling the yard with laughter. One evening, as they sat for dinner, Peter turned to his mother. "Mama, I need a phone. All my classmates have one. I feel left out." Mama Peter put down her spoon. "A phone? Don't you think you're too young for that?" "But Mama, it's not just for games. I can use it to study too," Peter pleaded, his eyes full of hope. Mama Peter sighed, unsure if he was ready. Then she had an idea. "If you come first in your class this term, I'll buy you a phone. But only if you prove you deserve it." Peter's face lit up. From that day on, he studied harder than ever. Even Ella noticed. "Wow, you're really serious about this phone," she teased as they worked on math together. "Just wait and see, I'll show Mama I can do it." Peter grinned confidently. When the term ended, Peter raced home, waving his report card. "Mama, look. First place," he announced proudly. Overjoyed, Mama Peter hugged him. "I'm so proud of you. I'll keep my promise." And she did. She bought him a brand new iPhone. Peter was ecstatic. At first, the phone was just a tool for fun, games, cartoons, and the occasional homework help. But as time passed, Peter and Ella grew more curious. They began exploring the internet, scrolling through apps, and watching endless videos. Then, one afternoon, curiosity led them somewhere unexpected. "What's this?" Peter muttered, tapping on an unfamiliar icon. The screen filled with thumbnails, videos unlike anything they had seen before. Intrigued, Peter clicked. The video started playing, showing adults in ways they didn't understand. Ella leaned closer, frowning. "What are they doing?" Peter hesitated. "I think it's something adults do. I've heard the older boys at school mention stuff like this." Ella's face turned red. "Should we be watching this? It feels wrong." "It's just a video," Peter said, though his voice wavered. One video turned into another. Their innocent curiosity quickly spiraled into a secret. They stopped playing outside, stopped doing homework together. Everything revolved around these strange videos. One day, Ella broke the silence. "Do you think it's bad that we watch these?" she asked softly. Peter shifted uncomfortably. "It's just videos, Ella. We are not doing anything wrong." "But what if our moms find out?" Ella's voice trembled. "They won't," Peter reassured her. "As long as we keep it a secret." Ella nodded, but the uneasy feeling wouldn't leave her. Then, one day, she said something that shocked Peter. "What if we try doing what we saw?" Peter's eyes widened. "No way, Ella. That's not a good idea." "Why not?" "If adults do it, maybe we'll understand it better." Peter shook his head. "I don't think it's right. What if we get caught?" But Ella wouldn't let it go. Her curiosity overpowered her fear. She kept pushing, and eventually, Peter gave in. The first attempt ended in pain and regret. Ella ran out of the room crying. For days, she avoided Peter, refusing to talk or even look at him. Peter felt awful. "I'm sorry," he told her at school. "I shouldn't have agreed." Ella hesitated, then nodded. "It's okay, let's just forget about it." They started speaking again, but their friendship wasn't the same. Then, one day, Ella surprised him. "I think we should try again." Peter stared at her. "What?" "No, Ella. The last time." "This time will be different," she interrupted. "Please, Peter. Don't disappoint me." Peter's heart sank. He didn't want to say yes, but he also didn't want to upset her. So he agreed. One day after school, they stayed behind in an empty classroom. Their hearts pounded. "Are you sure?" Peter whispered. "It will be quick," Ella insisted. They sneaked into the school toilet, trembling with fear and excitement. Just as they were about to start. Footsteps. "Someone's coming." Peter grabbed Ella's arm. Panic set in. They ran in opposite directions, barely avoiding the security guard's watchful eyes. That evening, back at home, Ella turned to Peter. "We have to try again. This time, at your place." Peter hesitated. "I don't know, Ella. What if?" "No one's here," she insisted. "Our moms won't be back for hours." Reluctantly, Peter agreed. They locked his bedroom door. But before anything could happen, the front door creaked open. "Peter, are you home?" Mama Peter's voice called out. They froze. Footsteps approached. Knock. Knock. "Peter, why is this door locked?" They scrambled to hide what they were doing. But when Mama Peter entered, her sharp eyes scanned the room. Something wasn't right. "What's going on here?" she asked, her voice firm. Ella stared at the floor, too afraid to speak. Peter stammered, struggling for an excuse. "Sit down. Both of you. Now." With trembling voices, they told her everything, the videos, their curiosity, and what they had tried. Mama Peter's heart sank. How had she missed this? Had she been too focused on work? She took a deep breath. "Stay here. I need to speak with Mama Ella." When Mama Ella heard the truth, her face turned pale. "This is all Ella's fault. She led Peter astray." "No," Mama Peter said firmly. "They were both involved. We need to handle this together." Mama Ella sighed, her strictness softening into worry. "What do? We talk to them. And we get them help, therapy, counseling, whatever it takes." That night, the mothers sat their children down and explained why those videos were dangerous, why their actions were wrong, and how they had been misled. From that day on, things changed. Mama Ella softened her strictness, spending more time with Ella. Mama Peter became more involved, realizing she had been too lenient. Both families sought professional help. Therapy helped Peter and Ella understand their mistakes and make better choices. But despite their efforts, the bond between the families was never the same. Mama Ella eventually moved away, hoping for a fresh start. As the moving truck pulled out of the compound, Peter watched in silence, filled with sadness, regret, and a lesson he would never forget. Moral of the story: parents must be involved in their children's lives. Monitor their phone usage, talk to them about the internet's dangers, and ensure they are mature enough to handle technology responsibly.